Hello, dear distinguished people. My name is Dr. Abdelghani Fawad Hussain. Welcome to a new lecture from our training course. The complete collection of search engine optimization strategy templates with step-by-step instructions on Page SEO, optimizing your WordPress site with Yoast SEO. When you first start your WordPress site, it's crucial that you give it the best possible chance for success. In this WordPress SEO guide, you will be taken through the steps needed to set up and optimize your website for the search engines. If you think that by following this guide, your site will shoot to the top of the first page on Google, you're sadly mistaken. It will, however, ensure that you have a solid SEO foundation in place. Getting SEO results takes a lot of time, hard work, and in some niches, a huge budget. Don't feel like reading through this long guide to implement these tactics? No problem. I offer free WordPress setups so you can let me take care of configuring and optimizing your site for you. Don't have time to read the whole post right now? You can download this guide as a PDF and read it later. You can also check out the video below. Let's get started, shall we? Table of contents. What is SEO? Why is SEO important? Step 1. Choosing a domain name. Step 2. Selecting web hosting. Step 3. Installing WordPress. Step 4. Setting SEO-friendly permalinks. Step 5. Installing and configuring Yoast SEO. Dashboard. Titles. Metas. Social. XM. Sitemaps. Advanced. Tools. Search console. Optimizing pages and posts. Adding accelerated mobile pages. AMP. Use my Yoast SEO settings. Installing other must-have plugins. Conclusion. What is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it's the practice by which you increase both quantity of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. You want to create a website which is optimized for the search engines and easy for them to index. When people search for topics you write about, you want your website's pages and posts to have the best chance possible to show up on page 1 of Google search results. Why is SEO important? For many sites, search engines provide the largest source of traffic. They use complicated algorithms to decipher and rank pages accordingly in search results. By optimizing your site for SEO, you are making it as easy as possible for Google and the other search engines to index your content. Step 1. Choosing a domain name. The first thing you'll need to consider when starting a website is a domain name. It's important that you keep a few things in mind, including: choose a domain which is short and easy to type. Don't confuse your potential visitors by selecting a long or confusing name. Make sure that it's brandable. When people read or see your URL, it sounds like a brand. Refrain from using numbers and hyphens in your domain. If you use numbers in your URL, people won't know if it's written as a number or spelled out. Hyphens just make your domain look cheap. Use a URL that is easy to pronounce. If it's hard for people to say, they won't be able to easily spread the word about your brand. Get a calm domain if you can. If it's not available, you can always append or modify it. Check the availability of your desired domain name on social media sites. You can use a tool like Noam to check the availability of your domain across numerous sites at once. Step 2. Selecting web hosting. Your web host plays a crucial role in the speed at which your site loads. Choosing a bad hosting service will cause you and your visitors nothing but problems. Make sure you choose a reputable web hosting company and don't just pick the cheapest service possible. You will end up with a slow-loading website which is sure to annoy your visitors and cause them to leave. Spend a few extra dollars and get quality hosting. While I've never used them, I have heard good things about Atwu hosting. Update. I used to use and highly recommend SiteGround, but they're terrible now, so do yourself a favor and avoid them. For a new site, a shared hosting plan is all you will need. You can always upgrade your website later if you start getting a lot of traffic. With most sites on the web, shared hosting will always be sufficient. Step 03. Installing WordPress. As soon as you've registered a domain name and purchased web hosting, you are ready to install WordPress. There are a number of ways to do this, and I'll be going over the one-click installation method offered by many hosts. Click the WordPress installer and you will be guided through the setup. Next, click on the Install tab. Select your protocol. Top. UW. Taps. Taps. Personally, I prefer URLs without UW, but in terms of SEO it makes no difference whether you use WUU, my site, com or my site. I recently added SL to many of my own sites, and I recommend you do the same. Let's Encrypt provides free SL certificates, so there is no reason not to make your site secure. While you don't necessarily need an SL certificate, it's a very wise idea to install one. Having SL on your website provides you with a small ranking boost, according to Google. This means that if two sites are identical in terms of quality and SEO, the one with an SL certificate will outrank the other. I recommend installing SL on your site from the get. Go because it's quick and easy. With most quality hosts, you can install a certificate in their panel with a couple of clicks. If you use a different hosting company, simply contact tech support or Google install SL on your web host name to find instructions for your particular host. Once you select your protocol, choose your domain from the drop-down list. Enter the name and description for your site under Site Settings. Don't worry about this too much now. You can always change it later. In the Admin Account area, enter your admin username. Don't use admin. The installer will automatically create a username and password for you, but feel free to change them if you want. Make sure you use a strong password AG, not your dog's name, followed by your birth year, Fido 1975. Under Admin Email, enter your email address where you want to receive notifications. Select the language of your WordPress installation and ignore the rest. Finally, click the Install button and let the installer work its magic. Pro tip: once you've installed WordPress, log into the dashboard with your username and password and head over to Settings or Reading. Under Search Engine Visibility, make sure that the box next to Discourage search engines from indexing this site is not checked. This shouldn't be checked by default, but just make sure. Step 4. Setting SEO-friendly permalinks. A permalink is a permanent static hyperlink to a web page or blog post. With your new site, make sure that the permalink structure you're using is SEO-friendly. You want to use URLs which help to describe the content of a page or post. The following is a good example of an SEO-friendly URL. Tops, UW Emperor Studio, Comfrey, WordPress Setup. The URL is descriptive and gives the reader and search engines a good idea what the page is about. Please note, you don't have to use the exact post or page title, but can shorten it a bit. Where possible, use short and concise URLs. The default WordPress permalink structure is not SEO-friendly and will look something like this. Taps, UW, M per studio, come. The number doesn't provide any helpful information about the page and doesn't look good either. It's very quick and easy to change the permalink structure on your site. Simply go to Settings Permalinks and make sure that post name is selected. Note: in some cases, you may want to use a custom structure, but post name should work fine for the majority of sites. Step 5. Installing and configuring Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO is an excellent plugin designed to help you optimize your site for search. It is among the most popular WordPress plugins and is used by millions of people all around the world. It offers a plethora of amazing features, including on page analysis, social sharing optimization, and built-in XML sitemap creation. If you don't already have Yoast SEO installed, go to Plugins, Add New, and search for Yoast SEO. Then, click Install and finally activate. Below, you will be guided through all of the Yoast SEO settings, which you can use to optimize your site. Dashboard. In the Dashboard tab, you won't need to do anything unless you see a problem with your site. You can proceed to the General tab. Under the General tab, you can open the configuration wizard if you'd like. Personally, I don't use this, but just go through all the settings manually. In the Features tab, do the following. Disable Readability Analysis. Enable Keyword Analysis. Enable Advanced Settings Pages. Important. Disable Write. Disable Admin Bar Menu. Disable Cornerstone Content. Disable Text Link Counter. When you're done, make sure you click the Save Changes button. After you've configured the Features area, click on the Company Info tab. In the Company Info tab, do the following. Enter your website name. Add an alternate name if you'd like. Choose whether your site represents a company or person. Enter your company name or your name if you're running a personal site blog. Upload a logo which is at least 200 x 200 packs. Click the Save Changes button. Next, move on to the Webmaster Tools tab. Google Search Console. Go to Google Search Console and sign up. You can use your existing Google account if you have one. Once you create your account, click on the Add Property button in the upper right-hand corner.